My child, don't skip this moment. God's message today, part 1. My beloved child, before you do anything else, stay with me for just a little while. Do not rush away. Do not let your mind wander. This is not another ordinary message. I have brought you here because I love you, and there is something your heart needs to hear today. I know life has been heavy. I know there are questions you have never spoken out loud. I have seen the tears that never reached anyone else's eyes. I have watched you carry burdens while pretending everything was fine. Yet even now, I have not left your side. You may think you found this message by chance, but nothing is random when I am leading your steps. Before this day began, I already knew where you would be, what you would feel, and what you would need. That is why I am speaking to you now. The world is full of noise. Every day, countless voices compete for your attention. Some promise comfort, others promise success. Many promise happiness, but very few lead you toward truth. My child, learn to recognize my voice. My voice does not fill your heart with fear. It fills it with peace. My voice does not condemn you. It calls you back with love. Even when I correct you, it is because I desire to protect you, never to destroy you. I know you are tired. I know there have been days when you wanted to stop trying. There have been moments when disappointment whispered that nothing would ever change. But listen carefully. Those whispers never came from me. I am the God of hope. I speak life where others speak defeat. I bring light into places that seem covered in darkness. Do not allow discouragement to become your identity. You are not what happened to you. You are not your failures. You are not your fears. You belong to me. When I created you, I did not create you for confusion. I created you with purpose. Every step of your journey has meaning. Even the seasons you still do not. Understand, there are doors I have closed for your protection. There are delays I have allowed for your preparation. There are prayers I have answered in ways you have not yet recognized. Trust my timing. Seed hidden beneath the soil is not forgotten. It is growing where no one can see. In the same way, I am working in your life even when everything appears silent. Do not mistake my silence for my absence. I have never abandoned you. Every prayer you whispered reached my heart. Every tear you cried was noticed. Every moment you felt alone, I was standing beside you. So today, choose faith instead of fear. Choose hope instead of despair. Choose to listen instead of running. Because I am leading you toward peace, wisdom, and a future filled with my goodness. Stay close to me, my child. The journey is not over. In fact, it is only beginning. My child, don't skip this moment. God's message today, part 2. My beloved child, there are battles taking place around you that your natural eyes cannot see. Do not let that trouble your heart. Instead, let it remind you that I am working in ways beyond your understanding. You often ask me to reveal the future. Yet what you truly need is not tomorrow's answers. It is today's trust. Walk with me one step at a time. A lamp does not illuminate an entire road. It simply provides enough light for the next step. In the same way, my word is a lamp for your feet and a light for your path. If I showed you everything at once, your heart would become overwhelmed. That is why I reveal my plans little by little as your faith grows stronger. Do not compare your journey with anyone else's. Some people appear to move ahead quickly, while others seem to achieve everything with ease. But you do not know the story behind their path. Just as they do not know mine for you, I am writing a different story with your life. Trust the author. There will be moments when people misunderstand you. Some will leave. Some will criticize. Some will doubt the calling I have placed within you. Do not allow their opinions to become louder than my promises. I have called you by name. I know exactly who you are. The world may define you by your mistakes, but I define you by my love. When you fall, do not remain on the ground. Come back to me. I am not counting how many times you stumble. I rejoice every time you choose to return. My mercy is new every morning. My grace is greater than your greatest failure. Do not believe the lie that you have gone too far. Nothing surprises me. I knew every weakness before I called you. Yet I still chose you. That should remind you that your purpose has never depended on your perfection. It has always depended on my faithfulness. So stop carrying guilt that I have already forgiven. Stop reopening wounds that I have already healed. Stop listening to voices that keep reminding you of your past when I am leading you toward your future. Lift your eyes. I have beautiful things prepared for those who continue to trust me, even now. I am arranging opportunities you cannot yet see. I am opening doors that no person can shut. I am protecting you from dangers you never noticed. Many times I answered your prayers by saying no, because I could see what you could not. One day you will understand why certain relationships ended, why some plans failed, and why some dreams had to wait. Until then, hold my hand. Do not let fear make your decisions. Let faith guide your steps. Remember this, my child, you are never forgotten. You are never abandoned. You are never fighting alone. I go before you, walk beside you, and I remain behind you as your protector. So keep moving forward with courage. The story I am writing in your life is far from over. The best chapters are still ahead. My child, don't skip this moment. God's message today, part. My beloved child, do not let the delays in your life convince you that I have forgotten my promises. I am never late. I move with perfect wisdom, and my timing is always better than your own. What feels like waiting to you is often preparation in my hands. While you have been asking me to change your circumstances, I have been quietly strengthening your heart, because the blessing I have prepared for you requires a stronger faith, a wiser spirit, and a deeper trust in me. Do not despise this season. The hidden seasons often produce the greatest harvest. Just as a tree grows its deepest roots before it reaches its greatest height, I am establishing your life on a firm foundation. Storms may shake the branches, but they cannot uproot what I have planted. There will be voices around you that encourage fear, doubt, and compromise. Listen carefully. Not every voice deserves your attention. Some voices only exist to distract you from my purpose. Instead, learn to become still. When your heart becomes quiet before me, you will begin to recognize my guidance more clearly. Peace is one of the ways I lead my children. Confusion does not come from me. Fear does not direct my plans for your life. I call you with peace, wisdom, and truth. Even when the road is difficult, my presence will give you confidence to continue. Remember how many times I have already carried you. There were days you believed you would never recover. There were nights you thought the pain would never end. Yet here you are, not because you were strong enough by yourself, but because my hand never left. You, the same God who protected you yesterday, will protect you tomorrow. The same love that carried you through your past will carry you into your future. Do not measure my faithfulness by your feelings. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you will feel weak. But my love for you never changes. I remain constant when everything around you changes. So rest in my promises. Trust my heart even when you cannot understand my plans. I am opening doors no one can close. I am closing doors that would have brought you pain. I am guiding every step of your journey, even when you cannot yet see the destination. My child, stay close to me. Pray even when you don't feel like praying. Read my word even when life becomes busy. Worship me even when your heart feels heavy, because every moment spent in my presence strengthens your soul. And when the day of testing comes, you will discover that I have already prepared you. Never forget this. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen with purpose. You are protected by my hand, and nothing can separate you from my everlasting love. So walk forward with confidence. I am with you today. I will be with you tomorrow, and I will never leave you nor forsake. You continue trusting me, for the greatest testimony of your life is still being written. My child, don't skip this moment. God's message today, part. My beloved child, there is something I want you to remember every single day. Your greatest battle is not always against the problems you can see. Many of the most important battles begin in your mind and heart. That is why I tell you to guard your thoughts. Not every thought that enters your mind comes from me. Some are born from fear. Some are shaped by past wounds. Others are quiet whispers meant to steal your peace little by little. Do not believe every voice you hear within yourself. Instead, bring every thought into my presence. Ask yourself, Does this thought draw me closer to God's love, hope, and truth? If it fills your heart with hopelessness, constant fear, or condemnation, do not allow it to take root. Replace it with my promises. Remember who you are. You are my beloved child. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not defined by yesterday's mistakes. Have already written a greater future than your past could ever destroy. There will be days when the weight of responsibility feels too heavy. You may wonder if you are strong enough to continue. In those moments, stop relying only on your own strength. Lean on mine. My strength never grows weak. My wisdom never fails. My love never runs dry. When you cannot carry the burden, place it into my hands. I never asked you to carry tomorrow's worries today. I only asked you to trust me for today. One step, one prayer, one act of obedience at a time. That is how faith grows. Do not be discouraged by slow progress. Even the sunrise does not appear all at once. Light gently pushes back the darkness until the whole sky is filled with hope. I am doing the same work in your life. Every prayer, every lesson, every tear, every act of faith, none of it is wasted. I am using every experience to shape you into the person I created you to become. One day you will look back and realize that what you once called delay was actually my protection. What you once called disappointment became your greatest blessing. What you once called weakness became the place where my power was revealed most clearly. So do not lose heart. The road may be long, but I am walking every step beside you. When you feel lonely, I am near. When you feel afraid, I am your peace. When you feel uncertain, I am your guide. Nothing in your future surprises me. I have already gone before you. I know every challenge. I know every victory. And I promise that my grace will always be enough. For the day you are living, lift your eyes from your problems and place them on me. Storms may rise around you, but they cannot overcome the one who holds your life in his hands. So breathe deeply, be still, trust my voice above every other voice, because I am leading you toward a future filled with hope, purpose, and everlasting peace. Stay close to me, my child. The best is not behind you. By my grace, it is still ahead. My child, don't skip this moment. God's message. Today, part 5. My beloved child. There are moments when life feels uncertain, and you wonder if your prayers are reaching me. Let me assure you today, they are. Not one sincere prayer has ever been ignored. Every whisper spoken through tears, every silent cry hidden behind a smile, every desperate plea in the middle of the night has reached my heart. I hear them all, even when heaven seems quiet. I am still working. Do not confuse silence with absence. A master builder does not stop working simply because the work is happening behind the walls. In the same way, I am arranging people, opening doors, closing dangerous paths, and preparing blessings that you cannot yet see. Trust what I am doing in the unseen. Faith is not believing only after you receive the answer. Faith is trusting me before the answer arrives. My child, I know there are things you have been waiting for. Some prayers have remained unanswered for what feels like a long time. Some dreams seem farther away than ever. But I ask you not to give up now. The seed planted with patience always produces fruit in its proper season. Keep praying, keep believing, keep walking with me. Do not allow disappointment to become the voice that leads your life. Let my promises speak louder than your fears. Remember, how many times I have already made a way for you when there seemed to be no way. The same God who opened those doors is still with you. Today, I have not changed. My love has not changed. My power has not changed. My promises have not changed. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass in my perfect time. Do not rush ahead of me. Many painful mistakes begin when people try to force open doors that I have not opened. Wait for my direction. When I open a door, no one can shut it. When I close a door, it is because I am protecting you from something you cannot yet understand. So trust my wisdom, trust my timing, trust my heart. I know what is best for you, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. Today, I invite you to release every burden into my hands. Release your fear. Release your anxiety. Release your regrets. Release your future. You were never created to carry those weights alone. Give them to me. I am strong enough to carry what is too heavy for you, and in exchange, I will give you my peace, a peace the world cannot give and cannot take away. Walk forward with confidence, my child. I am holding your hand through every valley and every mountain. You do not have to know every answer. You only need to know the one who is leading you, and I promise you this. As long as you continue to walk with me, I will never leave you. I will strengthen you when you are weak. I will comfort you when you are hurting. Will guide you when you are uncertain, and I will remain faithful until the very end. So keep your eyes on me. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Your testimony is being written, and my plans for your life are greater than you can imagine. My child, don't skip this moment. God's message. Today, part 6. My beloved child, do not let your heart become discouraged because the journey has taken longer than you expected. I have never lost sight of you, and I have never forgotten the promises I made over your life. Every season has a purpose. There is a season for planting, a season for waiting, and a season for harvest. If you try to harvest before the seed has taken root, you will miss the fullness of what I intended to give you. Be patient. I am never in a hurry, yet I am never late. While you are waiting, I am shaping your character. I am teaching you to trust me beyond your feelings. I am building a faith that will remain steady when the winds of life begin to blow. Do not envy those who seem to run ahead. You do not know the road they have traveled, and they do not know the beautiful future I have prepared for you. Walk the path I have set before you. It may seem narrow at times, but it leads to life, peace, and lasting joy. When fear tries to speak louder than my promises, remember who I am. I am the God who calms storms with a word. I am the shepherd who never abandons his sheep. I am the father who runs toward his children with open arms. Nothing you face today is greater than my power. Nothing you have lost is beyond my ability to restore. Nothing broken in your life is too damaged for my healing touch. Bring every burden to me. Bring every question. Bring every disappointment. I am not offended by your honesty. I invite you to come, just as you are. You do not need perfect words to reach me. A sincere heart is enough. There will be moments when people fail you. There will be seasons when doors close unexpectedly. There will be days when you cannot understand why certain prayers seem unanswered. In those moments, cling to my character instead of your circumstances. My character never changes. I am always good. I am always faithful. I am always working for the good of those who love me. Even what the enemy intended for harm, I can transform into a testimony of my grace. So refuse to give up. Refuse to let bitterness take root in your heart. Choose forgiveness, even when it is difficult. Choose kindness, even when the world responds with hatred. Choose faith, even when the outcome is uncertain. These choices shape the person I am preparing you to become. My child, I see the future that you cannot yet see. I know the people you will encourage. I know the lives your testimony will touch. The pain you have endured will not be wasted. One day, someone else will find hope because they hear how I carried you through your darkest season. Until that day arrives, keep walking with me. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep trusting my voice above every other voice. For I am leading you into a future filled with hope, purpose, healing, and peace. Rest in my presence today. You are deeply loved. You are completely known, and you will never walk alone, because I am with you today, tomorrow, and forever. My child, don't skip this moment. God's message. Today, part 7, my beloved child. As this time with me continues, I want you to quiet your heart and remember one unchanging truth. I have always been faithful. Look back over your life for a moment. There were situations you thought would destroy you, yet you are still here. There were prayers you thought I had ignored, only to discover later that I was preparing something far greater than you imagined. You could not see my hand then, but my hand never left you. The same will be true in the days ahead. Do not allow temporary struggles to convince you that my promises have failed. My promises do not depend on your circumstances. They depend on my character, and my character never changes. When fear whispers that you are alone, remember that I am walking beside you. When doubt tells you that nothing will improve, remember that I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way. When guilt reminds you of your past, remember that my mercy is greater than your failures. Do not keep carrying what I have already forgiven. Leave your burdens at my feet. Leave your worries in my hands. Leave your future under my care. You were never meant to carry tomorrow before it arrives. Live with me today. Trust me today. Obey me today. Tomorrow will take care of itself, my child. Protect your heart. Not every opportunity is my opportunity. Not every open door has been opened by me. That is why you must pray before making decisions. Seek my wisdom before following your emotions. Feelings change quickly, but my truth remains forever. If you stay close to me, I will guide you when the path becomes unclear. I will close doors that would harm you. I will open doors that no one can close. Even when you do not understand my direction, you can trust my love. Remember this. Never lead my children into confusion. I lead them into peace. Peace does not always mean the absence of problems. Sometimes peace means knowing that I am with you in the middle of the storm. So do not fear what tomorrow may bring. I am already there. I know every challenge you will face. I have already prepared the strength you will need. Nothing catches me by surprise. Nothing is beyond my control. As you continue walking with me, you will discover that every trial has a purpose. Every delay has a lesson. Every answered prayer reveals my goodness, and every unanswered prayer carries my protection. One day you will understand why I asked you to wait. One day you will thank me for the doors I kept closed. One day your heart will see that my plan was always greater than your own. Until then, keep your eyes fixed on me. Stay faithful in the small things. Continue praying even when you do not see immediate results. Continue loving even when others reject. You continue believing even when your faith feels weak, because I am strengthening you day by day. I am preparing you for blessings that require a deeper trust. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are my beloved child, and nothing will ever separate you from my love. Walk forward with confidence, for I am holding your hand, guiding your steps, and leading you into the beautiful future I have prepared for you. My child, don't skip this moment. God's message today, part 7, my beloved child. As this time with me continues, I want you to quiet your heart and remember one unchanging truth. I have always been faithful. Look back over your life for a moment. There were situations you thought would destroy you, yet you are still here. There were prayers you thought I had ignored, only to discover later that I was preparing something far greater than you imagined. You could not see my hand then, but my hand never left you. The same will be true in the days ahead. Do not allow temporary struggles to convince you that my promises have failed. My promises do not depend on your circumstances. They depend on my character, and my character never changes. When fear whispers that you are alone, remember that I am walking beside you. When doubt tells you that nothing will improve, remember that I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way. When guilt reminds you of your past, remember that my mercy is greater than your failures. Do not keep carrying what I have already forgiven. Leave your burdens at my feet. Leave your worries in my hands. Leave your future under my care. You were never meant to carry tomorrow before it arrives. Live with me today. Trust me today. Obey me today. Tomorrow will take care of itself, my child. Protect your heart. Not every opportunity is my opportunity. Not every open door has been opened by me. That is why you must pray before making decisions. Seek my wisdom before following your emotions. Feelings change quickly, but my truth remains forever. If you stay close to me, I will guide you when the path becomes unclear. I will close doors that would harm you. I will open doors that no one can close. Even when you do not understand my direction, you can trust my love. Remember this. Never lead my children into confusion. I lead them into peace. Peace does not always mean the absence of problems. Sometimes peace means knowing that I am with you in the middle of the storm. So do not fear what tomorrow may bring. I am already there. I know every challenge you will face. I have already prepared the strength you will need. Nothing catches me by surprise. Nothing is beyond my control. As you continue walking with me, you will discover that every trial has a purpose. Every delay has a lesson. Every answered prayer reveals my goodness, and every unanswered prayer carries my protection. One day you will understand why I asked you to wait. One day you will thank me for the doors I kept closed. One day your heart will see that my plan was always greater than your own. Until then, keep your eyes fixed on me. Stay faithful in the small things. Continue praying even when you do not see immediate results. Continue loving even when others reject. You continue believing even when your faith feels weak, because I am strengthening you day by day. I am preparing you for blessings that require a deeper trust. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are my beloved child, and nothing will ever separate you from my love. Walk forward with confidence, for I am holding your hand, guiding your steps, and leading you into the beautiful future I have prepared for you.